Hello and welcome to another Warcraft III audio commentary. Today we're going to be watching Game 2 of the WFD Best of 3 2v2 match between Yumiko, spawning in as the pink human in the he's in the 12 o'clock position. The map is going to be Goldshire, and he's going to be allied with Thu, spawning in as the purple human over at the 3 o'clock. And we're going to be going to see them going up against 51, spawning in as the red human down at the 6 o'clock position, and he's going to be allied with woshilang, spawning in as the yellow orc at the 9 o'clock position. So there we have it. I actually managed to get through the introductions with the clock system without messing up too badly. Yay! Yeah, I know. That's kind of a sad thing to be celebrating, but whatever. Let's go ahead and look at the heroes. We will see Yumiko going with a Mountain King first. Other than that, looking pretty standard. Thu going with the Archmage first, and with a very delayed barracks. As you can see, it looks like maybe they're going to go ahead and try to get a very fast expansion. Maybe they're just trying to save up some resources. I'm not really sure. Maybe Thu was actually pulling some resources over to Yumiko. Why not? We would have seen that. I'm not really sure where his resources have gone to. As you can see, he doesn't really have a lot, and it's a very late barrack, so it's kind of odd to see that. But nonetheless, down here we will see that 51 is going with Archmage first, and of course he's playing a fairly standard human, and his opponent or his ally, woshilang, playing that very early, very aggressive style orc play. As you can see, he's getting that Blade Master out in an early shop, and he's not got a barracks up yet. Oh, he's going for a fast tech without a barracks. Okay, so this should be very interesting. Down here you have Yumiko with a scout footman running across the map, trying to find out what's happening over here. Of course, we will see that Thu is just going to go ahead and creep this out. I went with a very, very fast hero. As you can see, that's a very fast hero. The Mountain King and the Blade Master, as well as the other Archmage, just now coming out. And, of course, Thu already at level 2. So that explains why that was all he had, was just that Archmage. And, of course, yes, indeed, or just that altar. And, yes, indeed, of course, we're going to see this expansion attempt coming in here. Scout tower being built very quickly. You do want to have that tower up as fast as possible. Sometimes we'll even have maybe a lounge or something. And you can go ahead and see that there is going to be a Mountain King sitting here trying to defend this. Over here, we will see that woshilang has found these peasants. We'll pick one off, and now they'll make it safely back into their base where it's currently blocked off, which is a nice block. Of course, Goldshire has a very wide opening for your base, so it takes a little bit more to block it. In this case, it takes an extra farm to block it than most. So over here, we will see that this peasant right here going down, probably, yes indeed, going to go down. Of course, you're going to see a nice storm bolt on this Blade Master, trying to do some damage to him, trying to scare him away. Over here for Thu, we will see that Thu is inside of 51's base, going to go ahead and try to take down that Arcane Tower. Going to be able to take it down, literally just a sliver away from actually finishing. And here we can see one of those peasants has gone down, just going ahead and utilizing some micro with these footmen and these summons to go ahead and try to kill these militia. We'll go ahead and see him be forced to call all of his peasants into militia, and indeed, he was actually using Yumiko's footmen there, not his own. But that's pretty much how you work out when, I suppose, when you're a top professional 2v2 team, you just say, all the units are the same to me and him. They're, we're allied units. Over here, we will see that 51 is trying to throw up an expansion as well. And over here, we will see one of his footmen will definitely die to this Archmage and Water Elemental. And indeed, we can go ahead and look at the difference. We can see Thu's expansion on its way up right now. 51 just trying to keep this tower built, or the tower, Arcane Tower right here, alive. And over here, we will see that there is going to be that the Blade Master going to go ahead and take down one more footman from Yumiko. And over here we'll see that again Thu is running back towards 51's base, just gonna go ahead and chase this militia. Gonna be able to take one more out, gonna run a footman maybe around here, just trying to buy some time perhaps, or do any number of other things. I'm not sure. There's so much going on in this game. Over here we're going to see one of these footmen from Yumiko. Two of them ran down here. Of course, he was greeted by 51's Archmage, a Water Elemental, as well as a footman. Going to be forced to run him away. Going to be forced to run the second footman away as well. And now there are two grunts right here. The question is, where did that Blade Master go? He's over here, and he is just trying to do some work to the gold mine line right here. And indeed, he's doing just that. Yeah, he is doing just that. I just realized the colors are a little bit different, but that's okay. Well, not different from when I introduced them, but different from what I had last game. So sorry for that pause. I was like, wait, something's not right. Yeah, I tell you what, this is also something that we can go with if you like it. Tell me the mini-map is one way and the in-game colors are slightly different. But yeah, since I said something last game about telling me what you thought about the colors, the scheme going from a player's perspective rather than an observer's perspective, and letting me know. If you like this way better than last game, let me know, because I can do any way. but we won't change it this game. We'll just go ahead and use this game and as a test game, I suppose. But anyway, since we've been discarding the game, let's go ahead and get back into it. We do see Thu with his low HP Archmage just trying to do some harass. Of course, we see that Blade Master has been over here. Now we can see a Footman inside of Yumiko's base, gonna force them to be calling to Militia. And of course, we do see a Shadow Hunter has come out for Woshilang, and we do see that Thu's Archmage just running away from the Grunt and the Blade Master, gonna go ahead and be forced to TP out. Right there, we do see the Footman from Yumiko, as well as Yumiko's Mountain King running down towards this expansion that has gone up for 51. Of course, we're gonna see a couple of these peasants will go down. You're gonna see a Stormbolt, gonna see level 2 being picked up by the Mountain King, and indeed, all the peasants have died at this expansion, and here comes a TP in from Yumiko. And of course, that's nice. We can see over here that Thu's still running just fine right there. The expansion just running just fine. So it looks like 51 and Woshilang are definitely behind this game. And indeed, we can see he's not even going with a Spirit Lodge this game. Just going to see a Bestiary as well as a War Mill. So no Spirit Lodge. Here we do see one of 51's Footmen had been retreated inside of Woshilang's base. And as we can see, 51 currently still at Town Hall. He's not been able to tech up. We'll see that Thu is at Keep as well. No, Yumiko also just sitting in Town Hall. Town Hall gonna go for some double barracks, building up a blacksmith. Gonna see double barracks riflemen indeed, and over here we will see that Thu is building 3 Arcane Sanctums at the expansion. Might see another one come up somewhere, but probably just going to stick to 3. We saw 3 last game. I'm expecting to see just 3 this game. Over here we can see Woshilang and 51 are pushing a little bit of a push attack, if you want to call it, onto this base for Yumiko. And here we can see that Yumiko and Thu will come to defend it. Yumiko bringing in some of those militia. And here we see lots of footmen. Maybe we're going to see a surround, yes indeed, on 51's Archmage. Going to force him to TP out. And indeed, we do have a ward that's been thrown down by Thu right here, and that will go ahead and allow them to have vision of the Blade Master while he's invisible in this fight right here. And indeed, we're going to go ahead and see them speed scrolling away, trying to save this 60 HP Grunt. The Mountain King not quite having enough mana for a Stormbolt just yet, and that's one very long speed scroll as they run away. And indeed, they're going to turn around just a little bit, try to do a little bit of damage, and going to have a Grunt storm bolted in the meantime. So was it going to be worth it? Looks like it might be. Doesn't look like that Grunt's actually going to go down, and in the meantime, they're actually going to perhaps even get a kill on a Footman right here, but it's being healed by a Priest, so it might stay alive. Nope, down it goes, and another Grunt has died as well. Mountain King should be able to go ahead and get a kill on something with that Stormbolt. Looks like they're going to go for this Raider right here, and they're just going to go ahead and take that Raider down. And we do see something getting staffed in. It looks like a Mountain King has been picked up for Yumiko as well. So 2 Mountain Kings as the second heroes. Over here we will see that 51 has to begin to tech. Yes, he has. He's halfway through his tech now. You see that Blade Master sitting here running away. Doesn't have a lot of mana, sitting at 60 mana, so he will soon be able to have that enough mana for the very first, or another Windwalk. I'm not sure what I'm saying first. Over here we will see that Yumiko is now beginning to now Yumiko is now beginning to tech up to keep, and we will see that Yumiko and Thu are sitting pretty good right here. As you can see, a lot of footmen, 44 food for Yumiko, and 49 food for Thu. I'm going to pause the game so I don't mess this up. We can go ahead and look at Woshilang's food count at 44 out of 50, and 51 down here at 33 out of 48. So there you go. I'm going to unpause the game and I put it back on Yumiko. There we go. Just to try to keep things consistent within the game. Over here we'll see that 51 is throwing down a blacksmith, so we might be seeing some wait, what is this? Oh right, Yumiko. I thought Yumiko had a Mountain King as his second hero. I'm stupid. He has it as his first hero. Yeah. Right, he's not even tier 2 yet. I feel silly. Anyway, so yeah, we can go ahead and see that, and we can see the riflemen. They are at 400 range. They haven't been upgraded yet. Over here we can see Woshilang is creeping out this goblin shop with 51 creeping out this camp right here. This little acolyte fallen priest camp, if you want to call it. And we can see the Murlocs are being crapped out by Thu and Yumiko right here. And indeed, we can see Thu throwing down 3 towers right here, 2 guard towers as well as an arcane tower right in the middle of the map. And this is the kind of map that is pretty well evenly kind of. This is the big choke point, if you want to call it that. The only way in and out of Woshilang's and 51's base. And this is kind of splits the map pretty well. Up here, though, we will see that 51 has 4 footmen kind of chasing this rifleman from Yumiko. You can go ahead and see Yumiko staff in with his Mount King. That Mount King is level 3. Going to go ahead and stormbolt one of those footmen, and it's going to die for sure. And down it goes. And up here, we will see that the Tome of Agility being left behind by the army of woshilang right there. And here comes the Blade Master level 2. We're going to see another footman will go down as well, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe yes, indeed. I'm not sure. It looks like it will, but it's nope. Gonna manage to get away with 4 HP, and indeed, I don't know where that Blade Master went. Here he is up here, and probably I'm assuming he's going to run up here, maybe buy an item or something. I don't know what he's quite looking forward to do, but over here we can see that Defend is currently being researched by Yumiko, and maybe he'll even pick up the long rifle range upgrade fairly soon. You'd kind of expect it. There it is, indeed. And you're just going to get that. The Blade Master picked up a Tome of Retraining. Probably going to pass that over to maybe the Archmage. Maybe try to pick up level 2 Blizzard. We'll see exactly what he decides to do with that. Or maybe just keep on to it for a while. I'm not quite sure. But we'll see. Through with quite a few Spellbreakers over here and some Sorceresses. That level 4 Archmage as well as a level 2 Mountain King. He has managed to pick up a Legion Doomhorn, which is a really good item for human players right here. And it's a very good aura. Of course, any aura is really, really good in 2v2. We're going to go ahead and see that Code of Beast will go down. And the Mountain King will pick up level 3 right there. And that is going to be Yumiko's Mountain King indeed. And let's see, or was it Thu's Mountain King? I couldn't quite tell there. No, because yeah, Yumiko is already level 3, so that was indeed Thu's Mountain King. That's the second level 3 Mountain King then on the map. Here we will see 2 workshops have actually been thrown down. Looks like they're going to go ahead for 51, and he will go ahead and try to get some nice mouses of mortar teams. As you can already see, there are 2 mortar teams out. And indeed, this fight's going underway. woshilang gonna go ahead and potentially just have a very powerful Blade Master. Of course, he's only level 2 though, so it's not really super powerful, but he does have a lot of nice items. Popping a Scroll of Protection right there, and it looks like we're seeing some of those buffs being stolen by the Spellbreakers of Thu. As you can see, some of those have ended up on the Rifleman over here, and indeed, this fight is just kind of getting a little messy here. But those slows are doing really good. Of course, the mortar teams at 451 are also just kind of blowing things up, and so it's looking really good. But I would say, you know, at this point it's hard to tell. Of course, we will see that it looks kind of unfortunate for 51. He has had a lot of these units back here getting killed, a lot of the peasants, maybe like a building has been killed, and probably by the mortar team's splash damage, I would assume, because, you know, it looks like it was a farm. Might have been a tower. Actually, I think it was indeed a tower. I think it was an arcane tower. So probably the footmen were attacking that as well as the mortar teams attacking the footmen, and it splashed onto it. But anyway, we can go ahead and see that woshilang and 51 going to be able to push this back just a little bit. But I think overall, Yumiko and Thu are sitting in a pretty good spot. They do have this expansion up. They do have map control, and that means they can go ahead and throw up an expansion here or over here if they want. And it looks like Yumiko did ping right here, so maybe we'll see an expansion going up down there. And one more time, let's go ahead and see. Let's pause the game and look at the food counts. We can see that Yumiko sitting at 48 out of 60 food. His ally Thu sitting at 74 out of 84. Very good. Down here for woshilang, we can see woshilang sitting at 50 out of 70 and 51 sitting at 48 out of 66. So this is a situation, I would say, where Yumiko and Thu, they have the map control, they have the food count advantage, but that also means they're not getting as much money per second. So they have to do something with that, because otherwise they're wasting money and they're going to slowly give the advantage back to woshilang and 51. So that's the question. Can they do something with this food count? So let's unpause the game and find out, because it looks like woshilang and 51 want to push out. They do have a lot of mortar teams. They could easily take out these towers, I believe. As you can see, Thu's army is up here at the top. I'm not sure what he's going to do. He's going to come up here and find that these have all been crept out already. And I'm surprised that they didn't notice that just from the items and the hero levels that woshilang and 51 have. And maybe they already do know that. Or maybe they just know that some of it was crept and they just want to make sure that it's all been crept out. Maybe they're even just scouting up here for a possible expansion. I'm not sure. Anything could be happening, but I would assume they kind of know already that it's been crept out. As you can see, those middle towers have gone down indeed. 51 and woshilang are coming up here. It looks like they want to take a fight with Thu and Yumiko, and of course Yumiko and Thu do have about 20 more supply, but this is a 2v2, so that does mean they have about 100 supply of army right here versus about well, no, they have about 120 versus about 100 supply, so that 20 not quite as important. But here we will see this fight going underway. That Mountain King can go ahead for Yumiko, taking some damage. Going to be forced forced to pop a potion of lesser invulnerability. We'll see through using Mountain King's Thunderclap, and a lightning shield has been put onto Thu's Mountain King. Indeed, he's just being very aggressive right here, going to be able to use Thunderclap and that lightning shield very aggressively and work out and kill a lot of mortar teams as well as a priest. Now we can see that Mountain King, though, unfortunately in a bit of trouble, as he is going to go ahead and get ensnared and picked off with that hex as well. And here comes a TP for Thu as well as Yumiko. And I'm going to pause the game in 1 second because it looks like 51 and woshilang actually won that fight pretty convincingly. So let's take a look. Yumiko sitting at 63 out of 66 food, so he's not doing poorly. He does have those 2-0 upgraded rifles, so Yumiko's army not in bad shape. Of course, they are on low HP. They do need to get healed up, but they are at the shop, so that should be fine. And Thu sitting at 53 out of 84. Whoops. He lost quite a bit of supply. As you can see, he also lost his second hero, which was a level 3 Mountain King. Going to take a while to get that back out unless he taverns it. And of course, down to 53 out of 84 food, definitely not a situation where he wants to be sitting. But let's look at their opponent. 51 sitting over here at 56 out of 72 food, and woshilang sitting at 59 out of 70 food. So it looks like somehow woshilang and 51 are starting to take back some advantage here, because now they're only barely down on supply, whereas before they were quite far down on supply. So let's get back into the game, unpause it, and see, yes indeed, Yumiko and Thu are going to try to heal up right here. And that's what they're going to do. Of course, it looks like that was a healing scroll of regeneration that kind of missed some of these units. So maybe we'll see a different one, another one being popped. We'll have to wait and see. It might even be out of cooldown at this point. So maybe they'll just have to rely on the priest to heal those guys up a little bit. But woshilang going to go ahead and come over here and decide to keep this fight right back up. They said, you know what, we won that last fight. Let's go ahead and push in and win the next fight and try to end the game. And there are a ton of mortars back here. There are 7, maybe 6, 7. I think, yes, indeed, 7 mortars, 8 mortars, 9 mortars in this fight for Yumiko. Yumiko going to go ahead and have his Mountain King in a little bit of trouble. He was trying to staff out, going to get ensnared one more time, and that Blade Master will go ahead and take down Yumiko's Mountain King. And indeed, this fight is looking pretty well at this point for 51 and woshilang. As you can see, those very aggressive blizzards sitting here tearing apart these mortar teams, and indeed, that Blade Master also working a lot. So now it looks like, yes, Thu and Yumiko have absolutely been decimated in this game, or in this fight right here. As you can see, a lot of their units are gone at this point. And of course, we're going to see some more units just dying right here. As we can see, that Raider and Snare plus Blizzard combo working out really well. And of course, that is a level 3 Blizzard, because that's a level 5 Archmage at this point. And in fact, a good game has been called by Thu and Yumiko. So absolutely congratulations to woshilang and 51, overtaking arguably the best 2v2 team in the world in a 2-0 match. So congratulations, what a game. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed that one. And you know what? I don't really have too much else to say, but that's WFDC for you. Always interesting maps, interesting matches, and please do tell me what you all preferred when it comes to the color scheme. Or if you guys preferred it the other way that I used to do it, through the observer slot, and just, you know, kind of letting 2 of the players share the color. Or maybe even if you guys would like, there's always that other option where I'm on the observer viewpoint and everyone has a different color. So whatever you guys want, just let me know. And that's pretty much that, and I will see you guys next time.